Hello YouTube, I am the Nerobin and this is the second time I try to do this video because the first time my computer thought it would be nice to turn off the microphone for no reason at all. I want to give you a quick rundown of the World of Darkness systems I possess and of which I'm fond and of which I'm not so much. On some of these I will do review videos in the future, others I won't. But let's get started. Vampire the Masquerade, the Line of Green Marble. You play obviously a vampire, and it's about the power struggles of these creatures, about ancient or rather long-lasting intrigues between these beings, or it can also be about the loss of your humanity or the regaining of your humanity. It's quite extensive, and I'll be doing a video on that certainly. Werewolf the Apocalypse. In this game you obviously play werewolves, and these creatures are kind of eco-terrorists slash tribes warriors slash spirit guardians of the world. It's quite different in experience from vampire because you form a pack and there's develops real trust between the different characters, something that in vampire, to my experience, never really happens. You always expect someone to stick a knife into your back in vampire. In werewolf you gladly sacrifice yourself for your for your pack mates. That's quite a nice touch. Next on line is Mage the Awakening. This is the German edition, therefore Mages die Erleuchtung. In this game you play enlightened mortals, humans. You have somehow a grasp on reality that others are lacking. You can change things. The magic system is very free form and only limited by the imagination of the player and by a certain phenomenon called paradox, which is basically reality pointing the finger at you and saying, no, 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 you can't do that. But that's too extensive to talk about right now. Changeling the Dreaming. I can't really say I like this. It has some very nice concepts in it, but it's not very self-consistent. Changelings in this game are basically people who have a fey side to them that sometimes becomes active, and that is magic wielding, that perceives the world differently. And these creatures are, you could say, elementals of creativity, but the character classes, if you will, the what in other lines like vampire are clans or tribes and werewolf, here you have I think they are called kith, and they are so archetypical that you lose very, very much of the creativity that is actually involved in the game. They did a much better job in the new World of Darkness when they did Changeling the Lost. I'll be talking about that shortly. My most beloved book of the World of Darkness line is Wraith the Oblivion. Yeah. In this game you play ghosts, dead people. You've died and game over. Not quite. You are in a place called the Shadowlands, which is basically the dark mirror of the real world, and you can perceive reality through the veil. Um, you can either use this game to portray the struggle of a ghost trying to reconcile with some part of his past, or to overcome certain conflicts that he had in life that he never had a chance to resolve. Or you can delve deeper into parts of the afterlife that are further away from reality. Um, and there you face the fight against a destructive force called Oblivion. I'll be certainly doing a video on Wraith. Maybe it will even be the first, but we'll see about that. Next in line for the Old World of Darkness is Hunter the Reckoning. I'm not really comfortable with this game, because this game is about a bunch of humans who are empowered by messengers from some place. Basically, they have voices in their heads telling them who are the bad people. Sorry, but that just sounds crazy to me. And these people have supernatural powers, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of having hunters who cleanse the supernatural. But maybe that's just me. Orpheus. A game about a corporation that brings a new kind of service to the world. They have people who are able to enter the spirit worlds, the afterlife, and can manipulate the reality in this way, in certain ways, like ghosts. And they one way is they are basically ghostbusters, and the other is they are assassins and thieves and private detectives and that like. It's a different game, very specific. Maybe I will do a video, maybe I won't. Not sure yet. Vampire: The Dark Ages and Vampire: The Dark Ages. Here you also play vampires. You play them in time about, I think, 1200, which is a time deep in the Crusades and shortly before the Inquisition starts to keep the fires going. The setting is quite different from the Masquerade setting. Basically, there's no Camarilla, nothing to control the various vampire clans, and no real need to either, because humanity is a very scattered lot, very frightened. But that's about it. I don't really like medieval games because it's very hard to grasp all the details, all the feeling for me, and I'm not comfortable GMing a system or a setting I'm not that familiar with, where I don't can get the feeling right. From the Old World of Darkness, the last one is also one of my favorites. That is Kindred of the East. You basically play another type of vampire, which is sort of a demonic entity, a deceased person returned from hell to this world. This is one of the most monstrous lines I've ever seen, and it's part of the game to find a reasoning why you are becoming more monstrous and why this is good. This to me seems to be a very Asian theme, and I really like this game. I certainly be doing a video on it. Sadly, my copy is at the moment in the hands of a friend, so won't be showing it to you right now. Let's come to the new World of Darkness. World of Darkness core rulebook. This book basically brings you all the rules and allows you to create human characters, mortals. It also has basic rules on ghosts, and that's about it. It's very free form in that way that you don't really need any of the other books of the World of Darkness to run a game. You can just take this and you can do anything. Gangster stories or whatever you like. But you definitely need this for any of the other lines, because the rules are not reprinted in them, the basic rules, which is kind of an improvement over the old system where they reprinted the rules in every damn book they put out. Which makes Vampire the Requiem, the new vampire book, a lot lighter than Vampire the Masquerade. After they did Gehenna on the old line and ended it, they did the new World of Darkness and put Vampire the Requiem out, in which they changed a few of the basic premises, and the setting was redone completely. Some of this is very good, some of it is, to my mind, lacking. I will be doing a video on that later. Changeling the Lost. In this game, changelings are people who are abducted by the true Fae behind the hedge, which is basically another kind of spirit realm, and they are abused there, physically, mentally, however they like, because they are Fae and more mighty than any mortal. After a while, the character returns to the real world to discover that to his friends and family he never left, because there's someone looking exactly like him and thinking exactly like him in his place and living his life, so he can't go back there. Which is basically when the court system becomes your new home. They are basically aligned around the seasons of the year, but I'm getting ahead of myself. The great improvement over the old changeling system is that you are merely picking certain facets of the character that are archetypical, but they are so free form that you basically can attach any label, any fluff to it that you want, and that makes this system very creative. But I'll certainly be doing a video on that. Sadly, I have not yet played it, so real review might take a while. So that's it for now. I'll be doing another video where I present you the rest of my small collection of core rulebooks, and yeah, that's it.